Welcome to The Last Rites. Please drop a subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Jay Slater, in the case that's fascinated a lot of conspiracy theorists online, a lot of online sleuths, shall we call them. They have found some remains in Spain, so we'll just go over this article just on the BBC here. Screen wipe. Yeah, make sure you drop a subscribe for me, guys. Helps me out a lot. So Jay Slater from Oddswolf Whistle went to Tenerife to attend the Energy Music Festival. It's not been heard of since 17th June, just under a month ago, when he had friends to say he was lost in a mountainous area and he had 1% on his phone. Early hours of the same day, he reportedly entered a car with two British men he met on the course of the holiday, leading up to and ended up at an Airbnb just outside Masca, a tiny settlement in a national park. His friends Brad and Lucy say they spoke to him when he missed the bus and was attempting to walk back what would be an 11-hour walk. The search has been called off, but some searchers have found him this morning. So there's obviously a lot of... I've mocked the Facebook group with, with the ideas of how to find him, and I've kind of played around. It was interesting. There were a couple of things that didn't seem to add up, but that's the danger of playing online sleuth. We all do it. I like to dip my toe into a conspiracy theory every now and then, But there's been a lot of content on, oh my God, this must be what happened. But I'm not saying it must be happened. This must be what happened. All these conspiracies about being murdered and watches and everyone's lying. The friends, the parents are lying. The GoFundMe's fake. No. No. From the beginning, what's the most obvious thing? He went off-road in a really dangerous terrain, probably slipped and fell. It's so easy to do. I'm a hiker now, and I'll tell you, even when you're prepared, you can have a bad time of it, right? And in that kind of terrain, you can't see, but you fall down a ravine. Look how thick the cactus was in that area. Should we have a look? I mean, I don't know what we'll see here. Sorry, I'm just looking at weather here. Yeah, but even here, right? This sort of mountain, beautiful, by the way. It's kind of Peruvian, right? Beautiful. But you start walking, you think, oh yeah, there's a nice little ravine and a hill. You start walking in that stuff, man, you can cut off your path very quickly. The path he was on kind of ran out, and he would have had to, basically what he probably thought is head to the coast and I'll walk along it. Fact is, he probably didn't know that the coast ended up on a tiny little beach where you couldn't really get round it. So even that wouldn't have helped him, would have been exhausted. And listen, he'd been at a music festival, probably doing some other stuff, if you know what I mean. Definitely drinking. You make silly decisions. He's 19. When I was 18, I tried to walk over a mountain in a Greek island. I lied to my family and said I was sick just so I could walk over this mountain. Didn't take enough water, didn't have a hat, didn't have sun cream. My video does to keep freezing, but I think the audio is okay. I'm going to have to look into this. Yeah, but you can see this terrain's nasty. It might not look nasty. The nice green hills of the Peak District. Look at that smooth hill. Yeah, you go up it and you might find a bit of a dodgy ascent or descent. Scrambling rocks, all that kind of stuff. But this is crazy. This is chaos. The thing that makes it beautiful is how crazy it looks, but it's dangerous. So the most likely reason was always that he slipped and fell, or just, broke an ankle or a leg and couldn't get help, right? A lot of hikers are up there, but you're not all going to be in the same place. And if you fall and hit your head, and I just hope it was quick for him, and for his family. I hope it was quick and he wasn't sat there for a day. All the thick cactus, you can't walk through it. Your body could fall down a ravine under the cactus. You couldn't see it with drones, not even with heat, right? Because after you're dead, you can lose your body heat. It's not nice. So, yeah, listen, it's a shame. It seems like it's him. The problem is, right, and we all fall into it. The problem is you see this little cast of characters come out, not just this case, but everything. It's like everyone starts to try and solve a crime. And we're like, her story doesn't add up, and we've been through her Instagram, and it's pretty impressive the amount of information people get, but some of it's bullshit. Some of it's just made up that trolls are putting out there. And even if you think, this person might be a drug dealer, yeah, where do you get your drugs from? The shop? No, you need a dealer, don't you? And let me tell you, half of these online sleuths are on bags of coke. Let me tell you that. Oh, she's a drug dealer. Where did you get your pills from in Iron Apple or Liverpool? But yeah, sorry, that's something else there. So Spanish police say they have found a body in an area near where he went missing almost a month ago in Tenerife. Evidence strongly suggests the body is 19-year-old. Yeah, because it's going to be the same size, same clothes, all that kind of stuff, right? And being out in the heat for a month, listen, you can decompose fast. It's understood the body was found close to the site of his mobile light. Yeah, because they're searching for a month, and lots of people have been over that area. That's how difficult it is, right? The discovery of the body comes after Jay Slater's mother spoke yesterday of a heartache, to criticise awful comments in conspiracy theories. Now, I've played around with it, but I've never been really serious about this stuff. And I've more been mocking the people at home doing it. But I fall into it sometimes as well. So I'm also talking about myself here. This is society. We try and paint these narratives. We did it with Madeleine McCann. We still do it. Did they do it? Did they do it? You know, and sometimes there is dodgy stuff that happens. But most of the time, especially you got a lad off his tits making a silly decision. Oh, yeah, I can walk over there. I'm a young, fit lad. I'll get down to the sea and walk along. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll get a beer on the way. And you need a slip. That's it. I mean, yeah, he made some silly decisions, but didn't we all when we were 19? What did you do when you were 19? Everything perfect? I was making silly decisions at 32, let alone 19. Chaos. I should have died 5 times before I was 20. The silly things that I did. There's no way I would have made such a bad decision, say a lot of people. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. People are dumb. I still make bad decisions now. You make bad decisions now, right? But we learn and we try and make less of the same ones and we try and survive. Dude, when I was 18, I should have died before I was 18. The silly things the risks I took with my life. Jumping off stuff, jumping out of windows, jumping over balconies at Ibiza. Dangling over railway bridges with a carrier bag of beer in one hand off 3 fingertips. Did it all. Should have died. I nearly drowned, but that was just getting into trouble in water. But it's sad. And it is, listen, I've not been hiking that long, but even I'm learning already. You've got to be really careful. But he wasn't hiking. He's just a lad who's popped into some mountains. And people get into trouble all the time. Here, you go up a mountain. I'll walk up Ben Nevis, and you get in the shit because you don't realise how windy it is. That's the other thing. It's super windy up in those mountains, right? A gust of wind could have blown him into a ravine. It's wild. So there we go. That's what I think anyway. Please drop a sub, and we will see you later. Cheers.